Texas Prison Story family, salute y'all. It's your boy Tim Snow back here with another one. We got some more breaking news coming from the Coffield unit. If you remember, just yesterday we were doing the videos about Billy Shamirmir, the serial killer that got stomped to death in his cell. Coffield is an extremely serious place. It has a nickname, Killer Coffield, for a reason. There's men over there doing major time. The majority of them are older men that are coming from other prisons like Beto, Ferguson, places like that. They send them when they got some time in, basically give them a little bit of time to mature. If you've seen the title or the thumbnail to this video, you'll see something kind of amazing just happen. You know what? Shout out to my friend Brittany, Miss Troublemaker. She's the one that sent this to me and showed it to me, and it's pretty crazy. If you follow the channel, you know I just did the video about the guy that shot the prison guard with the dart. He was basically in Super Seg, in a little small section of Seg that was high security. He was able to fashion a blowgun, a dart, and dipped it in feces, and literally was able to shoot it at the guard through the bars. And yeah, Coffield is Texas' biggest prison also. So when I did the story, we were already getting reports because it had been a little bit. It had been about 10 days, and so I did the story after it happened, that the inmate was found dead hanging in his cell. Okay. Couldn't verify it at all. Come to find out it's not true. The story that I'm about to do right now is what happened to him. And first, I'm going to have to say something that there's not going to be a lot of sympathy for this man. And I'm not expecting any. Not at all. I mean, the real true facts are if you dip a dart in feces and shoot it at somebody, you're basically trying to kill them, with a septic infection or something. So you have to understand that there's going to be repercussions, legal or not legal, right or not right. For every action, there's a reaction, and for the prison guard side, I'm going to say that they are trained in an environment. So I'm not just going to blame them personally. They're trained in an environment to where they're told what to do. Basically, they know that there has to be some type of repercussions inside of this prison. If a man's already in Super Seg, he's already probably serving life or something like that, big number. What can you do to him to stop him from trying to kill your guards, trying to kill other people? So they have a neat trick in Texas called use of force, cell extraction, stuff like that. And it gets pretty brutal. I think I showed a video of a cell extraction from the past here where they literally suit up in Kevlar suits. They wear a helmet. They got shields if they want them, and they come in there and just kick the snot out of you. And again, like I say, most of the guys are asking for it, like they know it's coming. But what you have to understand is a lot of them are mentally ill. For one, prisons are full of mentally ill people. As grown men that make terrible decisions, they ruin their own lives. They make, create victims. So you're dealing with the type of person on the majority. There's a lot of not people that, people that are not like that, but there's a lot of animalistic type people in there. Then the day-to-day pressure, everybody just can't handle it, especially when they're in the back there. They're literally locked in, trapped in little shoe boxes. So they're going crazy. You have to kind of put yourself in a situation of somebody insane and think about what's the actual proper response for somebody like that. Normally, a mental hospital would probably lock them in a rubber room, put them in a straitjacket so they can't, hurt themselves. But a prison is not a mental hospital, and it's not the guard's job to decide if you're crazy or not or anything like that. It's literally their job to count you and go home. If you get in that way, you're going to get some repercussions, some type of retaliation and everything. So we're going to read about the guy here. It just came out today. I think it's one article, and this came from Texas Public Radio. This story should go national tomorrow, I believe, because it's pretty rare. So let you see. Look, let me see it. Okay, this is something that doesn't happen too often. It says the Texas Prison System's Inspector General launched a criminal investigation into an assault that left an inmate hospitalized for more than 2 weeks and has seen 13 guards being terminated or resigning. On September 5th, an inmate at the Coffield unit, 2 hours southeast of Dallas, stabbed a guard. The yet unnamed inmate was housed in one of the most secure wings. In responding with force, prison guards allegedly beat the man so badly that he was taken to the hospital, where he remains 2 weeks later. An internal review of this response determined excessive force was used and protocols were not followed, said Amanda Hernandez. Details on the inmate's conditions were vague. Rumors among Coffield inmates varied from the man having died to the guards being investigated for attempted murder. The state confirmed he was recovering in the hospital. The guard who was stabbed was treated and released from a hospital, according to the state. Now listen to this, is where it gets crazy. 7 guards were terminated and 6 more resigned. The incident was forwarded to the Office of the Inspector General for Criminal Investigation. None of the guards have been named, but it's one of the few incidences referred to the Office of the Investigator General. I'm going to stop right there for a minute. As I said, there's a hell of an environment in there that pushes them, trains them, and teaches them to respond with violence, fire against fire, steel sharpens steel, all that type of stuff. And a lot of times it's what the men understand. But a lot of times the men don't understand it because the ones doing this type of stuff are mentally ill. Think about this. You're trapped inside of a little tiny box in Super Seg, and you're planning on shooting a guard with a doo-doo dart. You know you're going to get caught. Like, are you so mentally insane that you don't care that they're about to do this to you? Beat you within an inch of your life, maybe kill you? It's possible that you might be like Epstein in there. You know what I mean? Clearly, you have to be insane to accept those results. You know, that's not something a normal, rational dude would do. But his response will be. And this is saying how rare it is that an officer is referred to the attorney general like this. It's not normal. And it happens all the time. So we're not sure exactly yet why this is happening. This man is related to somebody famous. Is this man related to somebody power? I don't know. Check this out. It gets worse though. Coffield is one of the states. Now we just said it's the biggest prison in Texas, right? Coffield is one of the state's least staffed facilities, with around 60% of positions vacant. Losing 13 guards in a single night only exacerbates its struggles with staffing that Deitch called unacceptable. It gets real crazy. Listen to this. In 2022, there were 243 use of force incidents at Coffield. That meant there was 243 times an inmate got beat by these guards. And a lot of times he probably deserved it. I would say I don't even think they go around just randomly beating people. But that's why I tell y'all all the time, this is not the life you want. Because if you think you're gonna go in there and assault officers, run wild, do whatever the fuck you want, you're not. If the inmates don't catch you and check you, the guards will. Man, there's guards that have just made people stand against the fence and knock their teeth out right there. You know what I mean? There was one that was notorious for it. So there's a lot of crazy shit that goes on. But look at this. 243 use of force incidents at Coffield last year, while units like Allred and Clements saw 597 and 716 respectively. And that data came from Brittany too. Thank you, ma'am. Think about that. In 2022, Coffield, which is a hardcore prison, but full of mostly older adult men, 243 use of forces last year. That's that goon squad suiting up two out of every 3 days. But the crazy part is Allred, 597. And Clemens unit, 716 times. That's 2 times a day inmates were going crazy, being violent, to the point where they had to suit up, bring out the cameras, probably pepper spray them, go in there, beat them up, do whatever. That's the level of insanity that we're talking about. Okay. The guards are supposed to be trained to properly do that safely. They do keep the camera with them if it's done right. They will they will do shit off the record, but I'm saying if it's done right, there's rank. They give you a chance to submit, conform, whatever. And if you don't, you already know what time it is. But people make them do it all the time, So they have a rough job. They really do. It's a rough job being an inmate too. So I don't know. Chemo, what's up, baby boy Ashley? Salute to everybody in the comments. I apologize. I was just wanting to get that out the way. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for me if you can. Long day at work, man. I just been wanting to knock out a lot of comment. I got a lot of friends that got stuff they want out there. We're still on the same mission to show everybody this is not the life you want. It never will be. Although prison is definitely better than when Mr. Larry was there. When he first went, it still ain't worth a damn. You know what I mean? DP, salute, my brother. I was just talking about Coffield, man. It's a mess. 13 guards. Oh, and this is what I was going to say. Listen, 7 guards terminated. What they're saying is the other 6 resigned in support of them, because I guess this is what the word is. You know what I'm saying? I can't say for sure, but the word is that those other 6 are highly upset. They feel betrayed. That the system is actually going to take the inmate side, which is something that almost never happens. But in our reality, sometimes it does have to happen. You know what I mean? Because we talk about there's no transparency inside of those Texas prisons. They can't be allowed to do anything to anybody. Yes, there's certain things that must go on, but there's a limit to it. You're not allowed to be a life taker in there, any of that. You know what I mean? And a goon squad that's overzealous can kill somebody easy. I've technically never even understood cell extractions. Unless a man is in there harming himself, I don't know why you'd go in there and beat him up, take him out of his cell, strip him down, and then go put him in a different cell. Like, what the hell is the point of that? You know what I mean? But prison policy, and when you're in there, you're state property, you got to play by the rules. That's all it is to it, man. Everybody do me a favor and share this one. If you got Facebook, type in Texas Prison Stories, come join my group, and share this one out for me, y'all. I got to go, man. I had a long day. Just got my daughter asleep. I just wanted to drop this news out here. You will see this on the national news tomorrow if they do their job.